So it's Monday, the 22nd of November, and today was my first flight. It actually happened. So the flight was scheduled at 1 p.m. this afternoon, and just on time at 2 o'clock, when actually our flight really was supposed to take place, a big storm came through. And so that was the reason why it was quite unclear if we're actually able to go and fly. Nevertheless, we took the time to prepare myself, to learn more about what it takes actually to get ready for a flight. But ultimately, I was tested on my checklists that I had to learn over the weekend. So yeah, I passed the test. And then by the time we were done with the preparation and with the checklist test, we postponed a little bit and waited a little bit. And ultimately at 4, we decided, yes, let's try to get everything sorted out. So I had to do some paperwork because it was my first flight. And we kind of like took it a little bit slow. Ultimately, we walked out to the aircraft around 4:30, started to prepare the aircraft at around 5, and then started the engine at around 5:30. So it got really late. And I'm just back right now, quite exhausted after a long afternoon with checklist tests and so forth. However, just a quick understanding how actually it looks like when the weather on the one hand side looks good and on the other hand side doesn't look good. That was a quick video from 1 p.m. this afternoon. So this is the first day that I'm actually supposed to fly. And as you can see, the weather is actually not too bad behind me. But when you look in this direction, then it's quite concerning. And unfortunately, this is the side where the wind is blowing from, as you can see. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we're actually going to fly today. But regardless of that, be always prepared. And also be ready to cancel a flight early rather than end up in the sky when you have severe bad weather. So that's it, just at the moment waiting and seeing how the weather develops. So you see, the weather can be quite ambiguous and can quite quickly change here. We are on the influence of an ocean and of different weather systems across the Gulf of Mexico and then from the north of the US. So it is quite a quick changing weather location, which makes it you need just to be quite flexible in terms of when you can actually go fly. So I will show you right now a quick video about how our flight took place and what was the routing and what we did. So we're able to see that. Unfortunately, I was not able to take any videos or any photos during my flight, as really the whole idea right now at this moment is that I'm fully focused, not taking selfies, not taking any videos right now, but really fully focused on the lesson. But nevertheless, I hope this gives you some sort of an idea what the flight was all about, and what I learned. So ultimately today was really all about taking control in air, about taking control of doing turns, doing climbs, doing turns and climbs, and takeoff actually, if everything goes well, should happen. My first takeoff should happen actually tomorrow. But let's see, the winds are not so favorable tomorrow. So let's see if that is going to take place. But nevertheless, quick video about our flight today. So we departed Vero Beach as Skyflight 200 to the north, east, and then had to turn east because behind us actually came a business jet that was very fast. So you can see that now, that business jet kind of just climbing above us and across us. Our flight flight routing took us to the north along the actual Atlantic coast. And we climbed there to about 2,500 feet. And as you can see here, we tried to keep a heading of around 350 degrees. That's almost north. So we yeah, like started to fly with started with some of the practices, like for example climbs and descents. So we started that, and then as you can see, as we come a bit further north, what happened then was I was instructed to start some turns, and the goal was really like that I would be able to fly these turns quite precise, so without any sort of like major changes or so in terms of like altitude or speed or whatever, etc. So that's what you can see here. So this was my first left turn by 90 degrees, and then over again to the left, to the south, and then to the right the turn, and then came basically a 360 degrees. So as you can see, at the end it became a little bit like tight. So that's basically what shouldn't have happened. It should have been much more round, but that's how you start learning. And then here was a nicer turn, so that was okay, more even. And then we again flew towards the south at around 3,000 feet, and headed back to the airport. And as we started to descend, it got really dark. So we couldn't see a lot. And I was really surprised about how difficult it is actually to find the airport at night. So that was really like a major challenge. So we came here into a downwind, which is called kind of like the last part when you are just flying opposite to the runway in use. Then we did turn the base and lined up for a perfect landing. So that was really like a beautiful evening flight just across Vero Beach and the region, basically. So I'm quite happy about my first flight today. Very thankful, and looking forward to many more flights. But for now, I'm going to take a good night of sleep, and then hopefully maybe tomorrow is already my second flight. Let's see if it really takes place. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you all had a good weekend and have started well to your week. So see you here tomorrow with some further updates.